Ugh, been a long, hot, hard day of work here on the farm today. Yeah, it's getting to be close to time for me to take my summer bath. I usually try to push that bath off up until the middle of August, but I'm going to have to move it up a couple weeks this year because it's been so hot. So I drove into the big city of Neosho over the weekend to get me a bar of soap. Well, I got into town there and they were having a blood drive, so I thought, well, I ain't gave blood in a long time, so it's time for me to get on in there and help some folks out. Well, this fella comes up to me and he sits down and he starts asking me all these questions. He said, have you been to Africa? Have you been to England? And I said, sir, listen, I've been to 3 counties. I've been to Newton, McDonald, and Jasper County, and I've been to a couple counties over in Oklahoma. So if those places are over in Oklahoma, I've been there. Well, so then he proceeds to ask me a few other questions. And he comes to this one question and says, sir, are you a hemophiliac? And I said, mister, the good book says I'm supposed to love my neighbor as I love myself. And I also know in 1 Corinthians 6, 9 through 11 says that there are certain sins that keep a man out of heaven. But I want to know one thing. And I stood up when I said this. And I said it as loud as I could. I said, sir, what does my conviction about gay people have to do with me giving blood? Am I a hemophiliac? Well, I tell you what, that poor old fella just fell right back over in his chair and cracked his noggin on that floor, and he was out like a light, son. So anyway, I guess they got that all sorted out because they let me give blood. But I was feeling a little woozy afterwards, and I wanted to go to one of those fine dining establishments there in Neosho. Well, they got McDonald's when you come right out of the blood drive there. And then they got Pizza Hut, which is one of the finer establishments in town. Then you got Wendy's, which is kind of a step above that. But I'll tell you what, brother, I went to the finest place to eat in Neosho, Missouri. Shoney's. I'll tell you what, son, if you can wash down some blueberry waffles and sausage links with some raspberry tea, you are living the high life. I'm really kind of hoping it rains this Saturday when I take my bath because I can get a shower and a bath in the same day. Now how good can that be, son?